Hello and welcome to 987 RPM. We are your Muttons on the move. Now Mutton,
Yes, Mutton.
do you have a rocket in your pocket?
I like to tell most people that.
Well, today, let's show you the pocket rocket to rule them all.
Okay.
No.
What?
Here is the BMW M135i. Now, in case you're wondering, hang on, M135, isn't it a 1M? Well, not quite, because BMW have come out with a range that sits between the regular BMWs and the very matic M series, and that's called the M Performance range. This one sits right in there, so you don't really get the M badge on the front right here. However, performance-wise, it's more than you can ever ask for.
That's right. So one look and it looks like the regular BMW 135i. It does have the M kit though that makes it slightly more aggressive, but still the regular angel eyes adorn the front of the M135, and it still looks like a regular nice little compact car.
And the biggest difference of all, of course, is under this bulge. A 3-liter twin-scroll turbo in there that pushes out 320 horsepower. We'll show you how powerful that is in just a while. Well, if you're going to spend that much more on an M135, you want to know how does it differentiate from a regular 1 Series? Well, here's one of the ways to tell. It's the mirror cover. It's got this very cool silver grey shade on it, which tells you it's a little bit more special.
And looking at the side profile of the car, you can tell it is a 2-door, but if you need that extra little space, you might want to check your Munich automobile dealer and check out the 5-door, slightly elongated, but just as powerful.
So how else do you tell this is a special M Performance car? First of all, the logo over here tells you so, M135i. And then you've got these beautiful twin tailpipes.
And let's check out what's inside of the boot. Let's see how spacious and big it is for such a small compact car. Not too bad, quite a bit of space. We were expecting it to be a really small boot, so we kind of brought a much smaller bag for our bag test, but look at that. Proven wrong. So much more space, easy enough to carry all your groceries, luggage to the airport, and whatever you have to put in the boot.
Alright, so what's it like inside the M135? Well, to be honest, at first glance, not much different from the 1 Series really. Although this one you get very nice red leather seats. This is an option though. And also you get this very, very cool Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds phenomenal, but this one you really have to go test drive the car to really figure it out. The rest of it is pretty much standard BMW fare. You've got this very nice pop-up screen over here. It's not movable, by the way. You can even split screen between your radio stations and your navigation, dual zone air conditioning, your iDrive control over here, a manual park brake, which is very nice to feel these days, and also a delicious chunky steering wheel that tells you you want to drive this car. So if you're ready, let's fire up this beast. Keyless entry and keyless start, of course, so... Oh, even that makes a great sound. Now we gotta buckle up here at the M135 because it is gonna get a little crazy. So let's talk performance figures first of all. This is the M135. Under the hood, a 3-liter turbo engine pushing out 320 horsepower, 450 Newton meters of torque, 0 to 100 in 4.9 seconds. That's almost at supercar territory. So you get 3 modes to choose from over here. Eco Pro mode, which is meant to save petrol, but why would you do that in an M135? You got Comfort mode, which is the medium setting, and then you've got Sports mode and even Sports Plus, which partially turns off the traction. So are you ready to see what this thing can do? Let me show you. So if we put it to Sport mode, shift the gear to the left, and here we go. Let's launch this car. Oh, it's pretty scary how fast it can go, isn't it? I tell you, such an experience here in the M135. The power comes in so quickly. It is unbelievable. The moment you step your foot down on the accelerator, it just goes and goes and goes. And by the way, tires are very grippy as well, so you get full confidence on any kind of road surface you are. And let's not forget as well the pin-sharp handling of this car. Rear-wheel drive, of course, being a BMW, so taking corners or any quick maneuvers are so easy. Right, so now that we've caught our breath and we show you how fast this thing can go, alright, some of us do have an eco-friendly heart, and you can do that with this car as well. In Eco Pro mode, it dials everything a little bit, but you still get very nice response from the accelerator. Plus there's engine start-stop as well. So every time the car's at a traffic light, the engine cuts off. The moment you lift off the brake, it starts up again. And I must say, it's a lot smoother than in many other cars I've felt. So you can do that if you really want to. Only if you really, really want to. So it's almost too powerful. The handling is great. Anything else? Of course there is. Everything passes through this 8-speed gearbox, which is beautifully smooth, and it handles the power and the torque so well in this car. You have to say, although most BMW vehicles are now fitted with this 8-speed automatic gearbox, this has to be its best implementation so far. However, with every review we have to have a moan about a couple of things, so let's nitpick for a moment. First of all, rear visibility isn't fantastic. It takes a bit of a squint to figure out what's behind you, which is a problem. And also there's the price, because this is an M performance vehicle. It's not exactly cheap for a 1 Series, even though it's an M135. For the same amount of money, you can buy a 3 Series. Definitely not as powerful, but a 3 Series is much bigger and more practical. So it really depends on what you want. But overall, this is an incredibly fun car to drive, and it is worth every cent. Well, there you have it, the BMW M135i. It is incredibly powerful, it's so fun to drive, and it's loaded with tech. What more do you want?
It feels like Hello Kitty just got aggravated and it's angry.
Well, here on 987 RPM, we love this pocket rocket and give it 9,500 RPM. For more car reviews, check out 987 TV.